once this guy's ready.
I'm testing.
Okay, let's start.
Can we pick up the photos, please?
Time. It is my absolute pleasure to be here with you guys today. My name is Hugh, I am a trainer, and I would love to share with you some delicious coffees. Now I could start with some Nanolots and new varieties, perfect for competition, but I wanted an extraordinary coffee that you can have every single day. So what I've chosen isn't special because it's rare, it's quite the opposite. This coffee is special for its potential. And I'm serving Castillo variety, which is designed for production. It's high yielding, disease resistant, and so much easier for the producer to grow. What I love about this coffee is these beautiful apricot flavors you get to taste in your espresso. Now all of this started last year when I met Colombian producer Elkin Guzman from a farm called El Mirador. Now, he's a new generation producer who experiments in depth with each varietal. So I could not wait to work with him. Before we dive in, I'll grind a few shots, and we'll start with the first fundamental to this amazing coffee, which is picking. Thank you. When you're ready. So brick sugar picking is where Castillo gains a lot of potential. So take a look in front at the picture number 1 on the left. Now that's Castillo at 11% sugars, which is much lower than picture number 2, which is Caturra, right next to it. So instead of picking red, we had to think differently. And we've done that with bricks picking. So if you have a look at that dark purple cherry on the right hand side. Now this is at a point where other varietals are falling off the tree. But for Castillo, this does not happen. And 25% average sugar, I have never seen this from any other varietal. And this develops a sparkling citric acidity that tastes so good in the espresso. Now I have 6 shots on for my signature drink. 4 shots are my espresso coffee. And 2 shots are my milk-based coffee. So my milk-based shots, I'm putting them on the ice to chill. And my espresso shots, I'll do something a bit different. I'm going to infuse them with 1 gram of freeze-dried apricot and 1 gram of coconut sugar. And we're going to come back to this at the end for the signature drink. But for now, I want to focus on a really interesting espresso process. So next step, Elkin pulps those purple cherries. And he's left with the parchment and all of that sugar from Castillo picking. So he does something really unusual. He puts that coffee into a plastic bag, and he puts that bag into a freezer. And the freezer is going to slow fermentation right down to give more time at low temperature, developing these beautiful apricot flavors from the sugar. So for the espresso, if you could please write down sparkling citrus acidity, apricot, peach, and orange blossom. It's a medium weight, silky mouthfeel. And red currants on the finish. Now to get the best out of this espresso, have at least 3 sips. And you'll find all tasting notes are on the next page of your booklet. So if you flip over, take a minute, I'll get you a taste. Okay, I ran these shots 20 grams in and 38 grams out, which is where those apricots will really shine. So enjoy. Thank you guys. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Okay, if you please flip over the page to your milk-based course. And then if you could write down raspberry marshmallow, and vanilla ice cream. And if you just take a look at your booklets for just a moment. Now, I wanted to take milk-based coffee to a completely new level. So to do this, I needed a different process we call natural process on the tree, but also a new and innovative roast profile, only for milk-based coffee. So let's start at the fun. If you have a look at your booklets, you'll see the cherries dry and concentrate right there on the branch. And this happens while still getting nutrients from the root system. And the result is these delicious raspberry marshmallows. So enjoy, thank you. So the next step was working really closely with my roaster, Sam, to come up with more concentration and richness of flavour. And we came up with a roast profile only for milk-based coffee. So we took our 12-minute espresso profile and we extended it to 14 minutes with the same drop temperature, development and end degree. And that extra time caramelizing sugars will give you rich vanilla ice cream through milk. So enjoy. So more caramelization means more roasting gases. So even at 3 weeks after roast, and even though this coffee is fruit driven, you would not taste any of that fruit until now. Because I asked for this coffee to be roasted a month before today, which gives extra time for those gases to go, so you can taste those raspberry marshmallows more distinct than before. So enjoy. Thank you very much. So now we've controlled our process, roasting and aging of the coffee, I had to come up with a way, using my milk, to best highlight all these wonderful flavours. So I found a lighter style Frisian milk will allow those marshmallow raspberry qualities to come through, and 115 grams will give us that balance and creaminess. And I could not find at a lower milk weight, so keep trying. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Happy to have this on for now. everyone's ready? Signature drink. Now, as a trainer, I've learned that in the scheme of the entire coffee industry, I can only have so much influence from behind the machine. But I've learned that amazing coffee is more than just a new processing method or roast profile. It's a combination of all of these amazing developments applied appropriately to even a common coffee like Castillo. Now, I had the chance to bring some of the most exclusive and incredible coffees from around the world. But I chose Castillo because I wanted amazing coffees to be even more accessible to the customer. So my signature drink, I'm going to bring together elements that I love from each course, and using my techniques and ingredients, we are going to open up this varietal for you guys even more. So let's start off with my first ingredient, which is freeze-dried apricot. This is fresh apricot concentrated, and I found the acidity from apricot will lift up these peach notes from the freezer coffee. The next step, I needed balance of the drink, but without dominating the fruit quality. So I found for this, coconut sugar was the perfect match. And earlier on, you saw me add 1 gram of each to 4 shots of my freezer espresso. I've done this to infuse and agitate at a low temperature, just to help those ingredients to dissolve. And this is going to help lift up these beautiful peach flavors from the espresso coffee. So now that we've highlighted our freezer coffee, the next part is natural on the tree. You haven't had this as a straight espresso because it's designed to work with the milk, but the flavour is incredible. So I wanted you to taste this as a black as well. So what I've done is chilled the espresso on the ice to elevate the acidity and make those flavours more vibrant to taste as a black. But to take this further, you're probably wondering what is in my globe over here. Let's imagine this is a globe with ice crystal in it. So this is freeze concentrated black currant, which has this juicy acidity and sweetness. If I can concentrate that quality, we can further lift up flavours of the natural. So I cold press the fresh juice and I froze that juice completely solid. And in the freezer, water will freeze before sugar. So when I flip this over, the first thing we melt out is high concentration sugar, leaving water up here on top. And after 2 hours, I started Brix testing, going for exactly 40%. Because I found that this concentration of this vibrant black currant, 4 ml, is going to take the natural coffee and bring out a raspberry jam quality. I think this tastes incredible. So finally, we've highlighted both courses. Over here, I have some ice rocks. This is going to gently chill the drink while we blend, which gives a creamier texture than we can get from just blending alone. And don't worry, we have a cage over the blade, so we're not going to blend up any stones today. So take a look in front of your booklets. I will be right back. Okay, so notice we have a really creamy texture from the blending, which is going to follow on from that creamy milk-based course. And if you swirl before your first sip, you're going to get that texture along with the peach notes from the espresso coffee and also red currants. So if you please write down creamy texture, peach and red currant. And then have a pause of at least 30 seconds. And when the drink separates, underneath you'll taste the natural. And today, that's raspberry jam. And you'll see all tasting notes are right there in front for your reference. Now, I believe that common varietals like Castillo can have so much more potential than we give them credit for. And this year I've learned by properly utilising each role in coffee production, we can not only help the farmer, but we can improve the coffee served in the cafe to you guys every single day. So on behalf of Elkin, Sam and myself, please enjoy. Thanks guys. It has been a real pleasure. Thank you very much. Time. Oh,
Before we discuss who you are,
no, just food test. We made a slight adjustment to